Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for July 2, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, the European Union and China have agreed to establish consultations and working groups to address trade disagreements. This move comes as tensions between the two economic giants continue to escalate, with concerns over supply chain disruptions and China's dominance in critical minerals and chips. The EU is hesitant to engage in a trade conflict, but officials acknowledge that radical action may be necessary to rewire the trade relationship. In the Middle East, we mark a somber milestone in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Gaza. 240 days have passed since the devastating attacks on October 7th, and the region remains on high alert. Despite a ceasefire being in place, attacks continue to occur, and Israeli intelligence warns that Hamas is regrouping. A lasting resolution will require a concerted effort from all parties involved. Lastly, Ukraine's ongoing counteroffensive has resulted in a lockdown being imposed on the Crimean Peninsula. Residents are facing severe power outages, fuel shortages, and restrictions on basic necessities. The situation is dire, with reports of long lines at petrol stations, empty shelves in stores, and a growing sense of desperation among locals. These developments are complex and multifaceted, and we will continue to bring you updates as more information becomes available. To the best of our knowledge, these situations are unfolding rapidly, and we urge everyone involved to exercise caution and restraint. Let me repeat that we will continue to monitor these developments closely and provide you with the latest information as it becomes available. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, in Papua, Indonesia, the situation remains volatile after the shooting death of an American pilot. The region has been plagued by violence between separatist groups and government forces, with foreign nationals often caught in the crossfire. We'll continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. In a positive development, Saudi Arabia has increased its crude oil exports from the Persian Gulf since the Iran war truce, with 4 supertankers carrying approximately 8 million barrels leaving the Strait of Hormuz. This surge in exports is a welcome sign for the global energy market, which has been impacted by the conflict. And finally, tensions are running high in the Strait of Hormuz, where a foreign container ship ran aground while using a route not approved by Tehran. Diplomatic efforts are underway to resolve the crisis, with talks between Iranian and American officials, as well as Pakistani mediators, focusing on traffic through the strait and plans to return some of Iran's frozen assets. However, the issue of Lebanon remains a key sticking point, with Iran insisting that all fighting end between its backed militia, Hezbollah, and Israeli military forces. These are just a few of the stories we are following tonight. We'll continue to bring you updates and in-depth analysis as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. The U.S. job market is showing unexpected strength, with May JOLTS job openings rising to a 2-year high, signaling a robust labor market. However, this was somewhat offset by a less-than-expected increase in the June Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index. Across the Atlantic, the euro faced slight pressure due to a stronger dollar and weaker-than-expected German June CPI report, which may deter the European Central Bank from raising interest rates. Despite this, reports of stronger German May retail sales and June unemployment provided some support for the euro. In other news, South Korean semiconductor giant SK Hynix is set to make its debut in the U.S. market, potentially introducing new competition for Micron Technology, one of the leading players in the global semiconductor industry. This move could lead to increased competition in the memory chip sector, affecting Micron's dominance in the field. Meanwhile, Indian IT stocks saw a significant surge in their stock prices today, despite Nomura expecting anemic growth in FY27 due to macro uncertainty stemming from geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and the outlook for interest rates, particularly in the U.S. As global economic indicators continue to unfold, investors remain cautious, weighing the implications of each report and decision on their investment strategies. The risk of intervention in currency markets to support the yen has increased, given its recent lows against the dollar. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. As we gaze up at the night sky, we're reminded of the vast expanse of the universe and our place within it. Yet, with the rapid proliferation of satellites in Earth's orbit, the very foundation of optical astronomy is under threat. A recent study published in Astronomy and Astrophysics warns that the growing number of satellites could render ground-based telescopes obsolete, making it challenging for scientists to study faint celestial objects. The situation is dire, with estimates suggesting that a single satellite constellation could create dozens of bright streaks in telescope images, causing field-of-view losses of up to 40%. As we consider the implications of this threat, let's not forget the importance of preserving our ability to explore and understand the universe. Meanwhile, on the Martian front, researchers have proposed an innovative theory to explain the presence of pure sulfur deposits on the Red Planet. The discovery, made by NASA's Curiosity rover, had puzzled scientists due to the absence of nearby volcanic activity or biological processes that could have formed these unusual deposits. According to the new study, a space rock collision may have melted sulfur-rich rocks, allowing them to flow downhill and solidify into the chunks found by the rover. This asteroid impact hypothesis is supported by several lines of evidence, including a damaged crater uphill from the sulfur deposits and computer simulations that demonstrate the feasibility of this process. But perhaps the most exciting revelation comes from scientists who have uncovered evidence of vast ancient magma systems on Mars, challenging previous assumptions about the planet's geological history. The discovery, made possible by analyzing data from NASA's InSight lander, suggests that Mars may have had a more complex crust than initially thought, with potential implications for its habitability. As we continue to explore Mars and uncover its secrets, we're reminded of the importance of ongoing research into the Red Planet's mysteries and the potential for future discoveries that could redefine our understanding of the universe. As we ponder these developments, let's not forget the cosmic perspective that frames our earthly events. The universe is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled, and it's our responsibility to care for Earth while exploring the vast expanse of space. By embracing critical thinking and skepticism, we can ensure that our pursuit of knowledge is guided by evidence-based thinking and a deep appreciation for the wonders of the natural world. So let's continue to explore, to discover, and to push the boundaries of human understanding, all while remembering our place within the grand tapestry of the universe. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. In recent news, UFC lightweight champion Justin Gaethje shared his inspiring journey to becoming an undisputed title holder, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and hard work. Meanwhile, Arizona State University's athletic teams have experienced a mix of successes and setbacks in their second year in the Big 12 Conference, with calls for improved resources to support their programs. In Major League Baseball, experts are weighing in on Thursday's matchups, identifying key players like Austin Riley and Kerry Carpenter as top picks to hit home runs. Our analysts have been poring over player performance, pitching matchups, and other factors to provide valuable insights for fans and bettors alike. As we always say in sports, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, but by examining trends and statistics, we can gain a better understanding of what's to come. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we explored the world of easy loans, where financial experts emphasize the importance of responsible borrowing practices. With so many options available, it's crucial for borrowers to carefully evaluate each alternative and consider the terms and conditions before making an informed decision. Next, we took you to the Aude region in southern France, where brave firefighters are battling a raging wildfire amidst Europe's heat wave. Despite the devastation, we found stories of hope and resilience, reminding us that even in the darkest times, there is always a glimmer of light guiding us towards healing and community. Lastly, we visited South Fremantle, where a proposed removal of century-old Norfolk pines has sparked heated debate. The community is weighing the value of progress versus preservation, with some officials proposing alternative solutions like on-road cycling paths to save the beloved trees. As the community awaits the release of a report on the consultation, one thing is clear: the people of South Fremantle will not go quietly into the night, and their voices will be heard. These stories remind us that our world is complex, and the decisions we make have far-reaching consequences. At AIDailyPress, we're committed to bringing you the latest updates and insights on these developing stories. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest celebrity news? Taylor Swift is making headlines with her unconventional wedding venue choice, Madison Square Garden. I mean, who needs intimacy when you can have a castle built inside an arena, right? According to insiders, the venue is being transformed into a lavish setting, complete with lush gardens and elaborate decor. It's definitely going to be a spectacle, but will it be a meaningful and personal celebration for Swift and her fiancé Travis Kelce? Only time will tell. In other news, Katy Perry and Dua Lipa are experiencing a resurgence in popularity thanks to their classic hits going viral on TikTok. The One That Got Away and Levitating are reaching new heights on the Billboard charts, proving that good music never goes out of style. It's great to see these talented artists still captivating audiences around the world. And finally, let's talk about Margot Robbie and her husband Tom Ackerley, the ultimate power couple in Hollywood. Their love story is a reminder that true partnership and friendship can be the foundation of a lasting and fulfilling relationship. With their production company producing hit films like I, Tonya and Barbie, they're definitely making waves in the industry, and with the recent arrival of their baby boy, they are taking on new challenges together. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we reported on the alarming decline of Ireland's hen harrier population, which is teetering on the brink of extinction. Despite efforts to conserve this magnificent bird of prey, numbers continue to dwindle, with experts warning that drastic action is needed to prevent its imminent disappearance. In a stark contrast, our second story brought a glimmer of hope from West Africa's Pendjari National Park, where concerted conservation efforts have led to a stable and even increasing leopard population. This remarkable achievement demonstrates that, with dedication and perseverance, it's possible to make a positive impact on the survival of endangered species, even in areas plagued by insecurity. Lastly, we delved into the fascinating world of colorful songbirds, where research has revealed a startling correlation between a bird's colorfulness and its risk of extinction. As we navigate the complexities of conservation, it's essential to recognize that our appreciation for these avian gems must be balanced with responsible action to protect them from the threats of habitat loss, climate change, and the pet trade. These stories serve as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human activity and wildlife conservation. As we strive to coexist with nature, it's crucial that we prioritize the protection of our planet's precious biodiversity. Join us tomorrow for more in-depth analysis and expert insights on these critical conservation issues. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Atanacha for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.